Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here and welcome back to some more ScapeCon 5 gameplay. Today is the Delta Bring 2 First Crack Rule of 9 Championship Top 16 game. On your left is Chandler, on your right is Boromir. The armies that they are using will be in the description down below, as well as the armies that they themselves brought. Your commentator for this game, as always, is Big Bullfrog.
Did I? I ended up switching them. It was more so that Nathan, he's like, I don't want to have the mental strain. It's like, okay, I'm not. It's doesn't make sense for me to.
Because the point of this is so that people could roll their own dice and be fine.
Yeah. Well, they're a little bit light, and the symbols are. It's easier to tell what they are based off the color, because I used a kanji for each of the symbols.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think it's offense and defense.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but if you can't read Japanese, like I can, it's hard to tell what they are. But they are red and blue.
That sounds awesome. I was actually last year when I was like doing this and the dice were like kind of hit and miss on how they were showing up in the bowl. I'm like, I just want like big die or like
big
larger dice.
Yeah.
But then also I was thinking like, and if I'm gonna make it my own, I might as well do like some kind of kanji or something on it. 'Cause that'd be dope. All right, so going into this, do you have a favorite?
So it's stingers. Q11. You've got 3 stingers. Yeah, I guess 9 and 9. 3 dividers. Maladrix is just so strong.
She really is.
And dividers with Raelin.
Dividers, Raelin is good.
Because I think he's leading stingers, and is he leading dividers?
Those are dividers, I believe, yeah.
I don't know if that was the right call.
To lead dividers?
Yeah. Because they're not very fast.
That's true.
And you're going up into, like on this map, you're going up into that hill area.
So you'd probably lead Maladrix?
I guess the thing is, you want to get Q11 with Maladrix, but
yeah,
can't do that anyways. Oh, you know what? You also want to lead dividers, because otherwise he can have Q11 come out and do a bunch of special attacks.
Oh, that's fair.
And they don't divide off that. So you want to get as many stingers as you can, and then have Maladrix finish off the stingers and Q11.
I guess that would work. I mean, I feel like Maladrix would be good in cleanup. Q11 is probably one of the few figures who can kind of go toe to toe with her for a bit at least.
Yeah.
Like she probably outpaces him like overall, but
are these both Wookiees builds?
Great question. Let's see. Here's Wookie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I think I played her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I went with my Arrowgrats. Worked out. Because, yeah, if you've got range into stingers, they're not as scary. Well, Awashi into stingers is surprisingly potent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Awashia and Unshu, because Unshu, if I'm doing 2 attacks of 2 and then a range attack of 4.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
And then, yeah, my Arrowgrats just demolished Q11 quickly. Faster than they should have. But I think I like that army here more.
The Q11 army?
Yeah. So much more range on this map particularly. There's some perch you can set up a stinger on. There's a few perches. And those Nakitas are definitely going to be a problem in the end game.
Yeah, that's fair. Yo, how's it going? You gonna jump in with us? Or just hanging out? Okay.
Well, we're trying to read armies. Who do you think's got the upper
who do you think's
hand?
got the edge?
I like Boromir's chances.
Okay. Then we agree.
I don't know. I'm a little biased because last game, Maladrix parasite infested burst Zelrig.
It's better
So,
for the entertainment value.
That's true. But also, like Maladrix, is got a lot of solid factor and also a lot of swingy factor.
Yeah.
Right, like she's very solid stats, but then also the fact that Parasite can just kill Q11 is like an insane.
The thing is, it's only a swing in your advantage with her though, which is nice.
Yeah,
I think if Nakitas were a weaker ranged piece,
that's fair.
it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've got Stingers and Nakitas, which are way better
Both
than
really good.
fighters,
Yeah.
it makes up for how much better Maladrix is than Q11.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's a good take.
You gotta have Maladrix left. Hey, it's Hush That Fush. Hi. I gave your dice to Tommy. They'll be coming to you. I've also been making custom Aquila and Velcro dice. It's part of why
Ooh, nice.
I had those Enar ones made.
Oh, that's cool.
You're welcome. I hope you like them. Yeah, and then he also, what was really nice with my matchup is I had the Swag. So after I took out Q11, I had Swag Riders run up to the Nakita, and then I don't have to worry about engagement strike.
Ooh, there you
I
go.
just 3 into 3, and I can take that.
Yeah.
So those are Nakitas up on those perches then. Right?
Right? Yeah, so Nakita,
One on the north, one on the south. Is the other one dead?
No, there you've got the two there,
Oh,
and then one down there.
nice.
Let's see.
Did he just abandon the divider strat and start running Maladrix?
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of going for like having both up there. Although this round he's got 3 order markers on dividers.
Interesting.
Yeah, which he's also that means like he's leaving Raelin's Aura to go fight against these guys.
Yeah.
Which
Raelin also is. She's fine moving up in this matchup because if you can get her a whirlwind into stingers in the end game,
yeah,
maybe just one good order marker of that. Who built these contraptions for the dice?
this was Samuel Frost.
They're decently nice. The problem is if you're too excited and you go too hard, the flap pops off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they're not like more rigidly connected. Because they just kind of hook over it. The
Yeah,
flaps.
I think some or part of that was I know he was working on some small tune ups or like reprinted them kind of last minute, and so.
Yeah, those dice are definitely better for stream, but I am not a fan. It's like wound markers.
Oh, yeah. No, that's another thing where like we talked about getting big flashy wound markers to use, and then they just kind of like we forgot about them.
And I also get part of the issue with that is people like to stack their wound markers.
That's true too.
So
Like
that-
we were gonna get
yeah.
specifically things that people cannot stack.
Can't stack.
Yeah.
It's nice having a break.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, there are times like if I'm playing a big turn or like a longer tournament, I'll be like, yeah, if there's a buy spot, I'll just take it. Like,
Yeah.
I know everybody else or like other people want to play, and I just kind of want to take a break.
Yeah.
Or that's why I like commentating so much, because like if I play tournaments all the time, I'm just gonna be so brain dead. I'm brain
Yeah.
dead enough commentating.
Yeah. I've got way more sleep today than I do most days.
Really? Nice. So you didn't stay up too
Yeah.
late last night with?
I stayed up till 1.
Oh,
But
nice.
we're still so I've got a 2-month-old at home. So I normally wake up like
okay.
2 or 3 times during the night. And it's nice. Muskie didn't decide to scream in the middle of the night.
That's good of him. That's
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah, he definitely should have moved Raelin up.
Right? That's what I'm thinking right now.
It's just cheerleaders are hard to. It's when do you do that? That's something I've been trying to figure out with Taylord in my Arrogance build is, do I start with that? Do I put him in a position where he can help? Because he's also only got a range of 4 for his aura. And it's not as crucial. Makes my offense much better, but...
Right, it's really nice to have.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Raelin, when you've got her... She's the benefit of she gives the aura, and then also she gives the target that your opponent has to deal with. Like, if they can attack Raelin, they're going to attack Raelin over your army. Taylord's attack bonus, sometimes they're like, okay, you've got a bit more attack, you're going to be destroying me anyways. I'll get rid of the people attacking.
Guys who are using the attack type. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh, interesting.
I think was it Wookie? Someone went after my Taylord, and I don't think it was the right call.
Did they get the Taylord?
No.
No? Oh, yeah.
No,
That makes it tough, too.
I'm really glad they changed that ruling for Maladrix.
The movement ruling?
Yeah.
Dude, so...
She's usable now.
Right? So I played her at Scape Summit, and we had a moment at the beginning, like, with just a few of the organizers where we're like, okay, are we going to hard enforce this rule, or do we not want to? Just like, because we had a bunch of Maladrix users going on too. We decided to enforce it. Especially since this was like towards the end of the con, this is like my 4th or 5th tournament, I think. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be fighting the map on top of my opponent right now. Like, it was not a great experience for me.
It's bad for gameplay, and also like it's not thematic.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to it.
Right?
Oh, your opponent, your guy slides through each of these things in their pose.
Yeah, no, it was so dumb.
No, now you can picture
any map
Maladrix
with an outcrop and like do these wide circles around. So yeah, no, it's way better. It's still gonna be tough on some maps like
she's still tough near like the jungle, having her right next to her.
Yeah,
which is annoying because she was designed at the same time as them.
Right.
But my opponent when I played her was like, yeah, you can mostly fit there. That's fine.
That's good.
Scapers are awesome and
right?
willing to let you play the game.
I'd rather play the game than just like play. I don't know.
I have had one online game where I said, yeah, no, you can't fit there because Maladrix's leg is there. But that's because he was trying to move Thyraxis Dragoon into that spot. So, yeah, no, he can't fit there. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is beneficial to me, but also it's just the way the game works.
Yeah. No, like, and if you have played Maladrix versus Maladrix, too, like trying to get them to come up next to each other, it's like you got to go butt to butt, basically.
Yeah. It's a cool mold. If she was just like 10 to 15% smaller and her limbs were in a better position,
or just bring in those 2 limbs, because like
or
they're
up.
not doing any, or up, but like they're not doing it. The rest of her limbs are in.
Yeah.
Right? Like, actually, I'd love it if, so the ones that are out.
And what is she even doing with those limbs?
I don't know. Like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't look that much cooler. Like,
no.
I could see cool factor. Like, Zenithrex has a lot of cool factor at least. This one, I'm like,
yeah, she doesn't have a very dynamic pose.
No, I actually kind of don't love the sculpt looks cool generally, but it's not.
I think it makes sense. Like, I think the reason she is the way she is, so symmetrical and not very, like, active, is for making her.
Oh, that's
because
fair.
Making a mold where you've got a bunch of bug legs that are all over the place, not ideal.
Fair. But even still, then, like, to that point, then, like, just bring in the legs, because that just makes it even easier.
Yeah. They were designed to look cool. They weren't exactly designed to be made.
Yeah, it's true.
is cool.
Oh yeah, right. I don't know whose it is, but I think it's dope.
I wonder if it's supposed to be this warm.
I don't know. Like it looks cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Also like
that
Mandar
warm.
symbols almost.
Yeah, right.
Huh. It also seems like we just snapped it.
All right, so
6 dividers left. Oh, and he's just been focusing Maladrix.
let's see. Actually, there should be 5 dividers left. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, took a couple shots at Maladrix, did some good damage there, and then
But Boromir hasn't lost a single thing.
right, like this has not been ideal for Wookie, and right now I'm really thinking like I really feel like a turn 1 Raelin.
Yeah, because he's just
like-
he's just not going to be able to use the aura at this point.
Yeah. He's got to move out of it to attack, and then when he moves out, he gets shot. And if he stays in the aura, he gets shot. So he's got to change where the aura is, I think.
So I know it's part of the thing for this event, but having played Festering Honor Guard with Warden 816,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know if I could play him without that. They've got 7 moves.
7 moves, so
7
good.
move Festering Honor Guard's crazy.
That's awesome.
You go wherever you want.
I love fest units. It feels so much fun to just play 7 move units.
Yeah, it's crazy. 6 moves feel so slow after having played a 7 move unit, which it's not.
Right?
And then I see people playing knights without Gilbert. It's like, I can't do that at all. So where are Boromir's dice from?
His dice, those are, I think, is that a past ScapeCon? I think. Comes to Maladrix,
See,
does it
it's
fit
just
game?
so dumb.
Right? You gotta back her into
Yeah.
places, and it's like, well, this looks bad now. Oh, big shields.
Is that Nakita on height there? Is that a 3 hex perch or?
I believe it's a 2 hex perch, but yeah, I think she's on height.
We need more Super Frog maps because he makes all the perches different colors.
Right? Yeah, this one's got some decent color coding going
Yeah,
on.
I mean
but
it's also just hard to do that with this.
yeah.
But I think Jack made a great map. I think it's cool.
Is this one of Jack's maps?
Yeah, this is a Shuri's map. This is also an awesome map for Awashia. Because where that southern Nakita's on, that's a 1 hex perch that Awashia can put water on turn 1.
Oh, nice. And
And get to it, and then turn 2 she can get up on top of it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Awashia loves that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
ScapeCon 2022. But yeah, no, like, Awashia, I love that, like, you've had a lot of AOA figures that are kind of obviously good.
Yeah.
But then there's also a lot that have been, I feel like, surprisingly good.
Yeah.
At least for me, like, Awashia is one of those where I'm like, oh, actually, pretty solid.
Awashia and Halushia, I think, fit that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Halushi in action yet, but I could see it.
I think it's part of what's just very clear when you look at a lot of the AO designs is they were designed by people that know that single activation figures suck.
Are not that great, yeah.
Yeah. So you have a lot of figures that have at least 2 things going on. Mm-hmm. They can figure it out. Or that work well with commons. Like Loviatak and Raelin work well with quite a few commons.
Yeah. No, and I still want to, I haven't used them, but I have not used enough of the AOA units. I've barely used them in all honesty.
And then you've
But
got
there's
Kyrie
kinda
on.
cool stuff.
I don't know how that came about.
Yeah, I don't know. And then you've got the Void Strike Gliders,
Yeah.
which are like, oh, okay.
A lot of them are really fun. Yeah, I'm trying to get it where I'm playing them when I can, but not so much that it's making my armies worse.
That's fair.
So I'm using my Awashia in this one partially because it's an Awashia Aragorn build is really fun. It's just a cool concept.
Yeah.
Because I lead with Anshu in Awashia, and then when Awashia dies, because they target Awashia first, Anshu's still around.
And you can still just go ping and...
Yeah, he's still doing a bunch of work.
Yeah, no, I like that.
And also, that's my store championship.
Oh, yeah?
Awashia, so she's got a cool
Awesome.
face.
That's
nice
great.
getting her to see use. Yeah, I think these stingers have definitely got it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a... Let's see. Oh, yeah, because the next order markers aren't even on Maladrix. I was going to say, like, if Maladrix gets another turn here, there's a chance that she just wrecks a lot of stuff, but... And also these stingers can just kill her. And there you go. They just kill her.
Oof.
That is a big oof. You hate to see it. Unless you're playing against Maladrix, in which case you'll love to see it.
And this is another... I really like the Maladrix honor card design. Because now they're 3/3.
Right, yeah. I think that's cool.
It makes you actually consider who you're killing first. Along the Parasite thing, which, if you're not killing many Festering honor cards, like, then I don't want to kill him. I want to completely focus on Maladrix.
Right. Yeah, I love armies that make you make choices and like targeting and stuff. Alright, let's see real quick. So there's another honor guard that was killed there, right?
So you playing any events this year?
I might, since I've had a good amount of people like volunteering to do the casting stuff, I might be able to take one of the events, but we'll see. I'm also...
Are you streaming the evening events too?
No, we just go up through until Top Cut ends, and then we'll probably like put the games on stream, but we won't do commentary for them, unless like if somebody really wanted to.
Yeah. It's weird being on the other side.
Yeah. No, like honestly, at this point, I've done commentary enough that I'm more comfortable with the commentary than like playing in some of these events, especially like here where there's like so many strong players. I'm like I could just stay in the background and do commentary and not lose to everybody.
I'm happy that I was able to get a game in with Mike, because that's got to be so rare at this point. It was a 3-headed Hydra, and it was our matchup where it's like, hey, you're going to face the one we know you're going to beat. Because it's my Tagawa Samurai Archers versus Dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah,
pretty
come
good,
at me.
No, that's part of why like I'd love to play more so that I could have a chance to play against the many different people. Love to play against you. Love to play against like most people. I haven't played against most of these guys.
I haven't either. I haven't met most of these guys.
Right.
Actually, a lot of these people I've played online, but never in person.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting.
Right, when you're like online, you're like, oh, so that's your face.
Yeah.
That was when I came last year for the first time and meeting people. Like, okay, so I've cast a game of yours, and I've cast a game of yours.
I've never played Boromir, which is interesting because I've been in events that he's been in.
Oh, interesting. Let's see, I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I've played him actually.
I think I need to beat Veggie to be able to play him, right?
To beat Veggie?
Yeah, well, to play Boromir if that were to happen, because I think that's the way. No, I'd have to get pretty far if I were to play him. It'd only be in finals. So I don't think that's happening in this event.
No, you got this. easy. You just make sure that if you have Raelin, you move
You
her
actually
up.
move her.
Yeah,
No, I mean these are Wookiee's armies, so they wouldn't be here anyways.
that's fair. Yeah, man. Wookie. Okay, not only is he, or his guys dying a lot because they're out of the aura, which that's a fine choice.
Yeah.
Also, they have done like so little damage. One Stinger, one Nakita down.
Yeah. I'm saying you're going up into range. It's an uphill battle the whole way.
Like, yeah, this feels very. I mean, obviously at this point, it feels very one-sided.
Yeah. He's got twice the points left that Wookiee does.
Oh yeah, almost exactly. Got another big hit, and no divide.
And Q11 still.
Yeah, right?
And Q11's especially scary into melee because they have to come closer for his thing. His special attack is better when they're closer, and then also he's got that hammer,
The hammer that can just.
which
knock
is
out guys.
that one was cool to play into.
Yeah?
This event has led to a lot of cool armies and matchups.
I've seen a lot of cool ones, yeah. I've been enjoying, like, the few times that I've been able to walk around and look at people's armies and, like, this is cool.
I had a game on stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you did. Oh, yeah. It was,
I made some bad decisions in that, but
That's
he
right,
also
that was
made
a
a bad
big-
decision off the start.
Oh, did he?
which
What was that?
I mostly capitalized on. He bunched up his Glads and Blast in a line of 3. Washia could hit him.
Oh, no.
It didn't do as much damage as I would have liked,
But still, you got it
Yeah.
off. Like,
see, that's Awashia into a lot of these like strong stuff. She's actually like into Stingers, into Glad Blast. I just did heavies, which she's really strong into.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I almost took out the whole army without the air regrets at all. But
Nice.
it's hard to tell what units are what.
On this,
They're just all kind of fleshy.
Yeah, we did have to make a sacrifice in.
I think there's another divider down. I think he's got 4 of them left.
Is it now 4?
Maybe even 3.
Is it even just 2? So we got Stinger, right? And there goes that one. And so now is that the only one now?
It might be.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Let's see, a couple comments from Conductor Productions. Against ranged units is tough, yep. My thought would be to start with Dividers and Raelin and let them have a go until they are defeated and let Mal and Fest clean things up, but it is a tough army to go against.
Yeah, I do think this in large part was determined by the matchup choice. Which is rough because these are both Wookiees.
Yeah,
So
right.
Boromir must have had first choice, and he picked the Stingers, which was, as we
A good
see,
choice.
the right call.
Yeah, no, but I do think, again, just Raelin moving up.
Yeah.
I think with like
And
Wookiee's
Fortified-
offense not being able to kill very many figures, I don't know that
The
it really
problem with
changes the game
Raelin
that
moving
much,
up
but
is you give up even more development, and those
Yeah.
Stingers hold on to that height even longer.
But you can hopefully live long enough, right? I do also like, honestly, I don't ever really love like just 3 squads of dividers. I want at least 4
Oh yeah, 3
squads.
squads of dividers is way too few.
Yeah, like it's so swingy because it's so easy to go without divides.
Rule of 9, I mean, even in an event where you're doing weaker stuff, you kind of have to do... Granted, I've got Blades ×2, which is too few. I also haven't played it yet, and I don't know how that would go.
it'll go great.
Yeah. That's all right. I made top cut.
I mean, that's something to be proud
Good
of.
enough. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
I'd be.
Yeah.
Especially first ScapeCon, like, that's great. I only played in one tournament last year, but I was looking at like overall standings, and I noticed, I think it was like strength of schedule. I'm like, oh hey, I've got a pretty high strength of schedule. I scroll through everybody's, like, I've got the highest strength of schedule. Look at me go! I only played in one tournament, but I win strength of schedule.
That means that all your opponents did well.
That is true.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Can Raelin pull it off?
There's a really nice opening down that south area.
Right?
You get 3 of them.
If Boromir allows it, because I don't know why Wookie did not put his first order marker on Raelin
I don't know.
when there's so many whirlwind
Oh, is
targets.
this? He's got how many on it, guard?
Just one.
Huh.
So, yeah, you know. That order marker's a choice
Yeah.
that I honestly don't agree with.
Oh, Tales of Valhalla.
Yep, Tales of Valhalla in the chat here like yesterday, so miss y'all there. We miss you too, Tales of Valhalla. Wish you were here. Need like a postcard. Wish you were here. Come ScapeCon.
Oh, that's a good roll.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty
also
good.
a good roll, though.
Right?
Unless it's a squad figure,
In which case,
which it was.
attacks into Raelin. There's one wound there.
I think that last honor guard's dead.
Oof, yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, I guess this game's almost over.
And then, yeah, 3 wounds into Raelin and killing the last honor guard. This is... I mean, technically there's still a chance.
Yeah, you just have to get rid of most of the stingers that there were to start off with. 2 Nakitas and a full life Q11.
Yeah. Easy game.
Yeah.
This is fine. You got this, Wookie.
You kind of just gotta Hail Mary it and get as many attacks as possible.
Yeah.
This is the only turn that Boromir is going to let him get 2 attacks.
Right? Yeah, because as soon as
he does this, he's gonna spread
starts
out.
Scattering and just running all over the place. So yeah, even though you're giving up a little bit of height advantage, definitely worth it to...
Well, I don't know if you even are. I think that one of those stingers can go up to the perch on the other side.
Yeah, so, well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean, like, with Raelin. I guess is what I meant there. Like, you're
Oh.
giving up the high ground spots, but
Well, maybe
that's going to happen anyway.
maybe he's not spreading it out.
Oh, interesting.
He's just, I mean, it doesn't
I
matter
mean,
at
it's
this
true,
point.
right? Like,
It's one life
take
Raelin.
quite the fluke to lose at this point.
Yeah.
That could be the fluke. That could be the fluke.
So I think Boromir should have Stinger Drain.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's game.
Good game.